So there's this bit, middle of the fight, where the jacket comes off, right? Okay, so we were doing that for hours, and at one point, that jacket had to come off. And Nassima, who plays Martine, she was really into it, and I was really into it, and we were, doing all sorts of things to keep the body warm right before you shoot. She pulled that jacket, and the jacket didn't come off. And my shoulder almost came off with the jacket. Oh. And it was one of those moments when you hear like a, and I was like, oh! Oh. And she was, oh my God!
Welcome to the main stage here at the Javits Center, home of New York Comic Con. This very space is where all of the magic happens all weekend long. We are bringing you so many great panels and videos, some of them hosted by me, your video producer and host Ashley Victoria Robinson, and some of them hosted by a slew of amazing talent. If you want to be able to make sure that even though you're not with us or you're catching up at home, you see everything that happened this year in 2025, head over to thepopverse.com. We've got memberships, we've got so much access to all the coolest stuff. In the meantime, sit back and enjoy your feature panel presentation.
You guys, congratulations. It is so nice to see you guys back.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you, thank you. Great episode. First, I just want to talk about the excitement that built up around the beginning of this show. When we heard that you guys were coming back together to do this, we were thrilled. The fan base went insane. How was it for you guys? Because it had been a long time.
Was it insane for you?
Taking a little video.
Wow.
And I'll post it so you guys can all, see yourselves.
Tag yourselves.
Yeah, you'll be like, that's me, that's me. We need Graves face identification software. Be careful. I think this is like the most exciting thing when we get to meet the people that are responsible for the show.
Yeah.
Right?
It is.
And so I love the Tiva Forever hats.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's cool. What do you think? We never talk about this, so it's kind of fun to do it.
I feel the same way.
Wait.
I do.
How long was the discussion before it actually started rolling? Like people started saying to you, hey, we have this idea.
Well, no, the idea was ours.
So how long was the discussion with them when you said, hey, we have this idea?
Well, that's interesting.
It was a couple of years.
Yeah, it kind of...
Was it to CBS first?
No, we always felt that this was a streaming...
We naturally had to present it first to the people that were the CBS people because...
Well, CBS Studios, but in terms of network versus streaming...
Exactly.
Right.
I think we saw this adventure, because I think we got to know really well and loved making the procedural evergreen sort of, you can kind of watch them out of order and they're entertaining, and you can marathon them on USA Network while you stuff yourself with turkey when your family Thanksgiving.
It's always on at the gym.
I mean, come on,
always
it's a Thanksgiving staple. It's like NCIS and turkey go together with your giblets. What? Your giblets? Where am I going with it?
God.
Go somewhere, please.
So the idea was you wanted this to be a streaming show with an expanded storyline.
Yeah, and I think that you got a chance.
And we wanted to be able to do things that you couldn't do on network.
Right.
What's that? Right.
I don't know, steamy things.
Steamy things, but also deeply emotional things.
I'm kidding, guys. Come on.
But come on, you guys, I mean, they're really, for lack of a better term, they're milking it.
Right. Well,
Are they? Oh.
But it's a very, for us, in our procedural, there's only so much time. We got to solve the crime. We got to, so investigating the emotions, which this show is so much about, we wanted to raise those stakes for the characters. We also wanted to do a little bit more with the action, which I think is pretty kick-ass.
Yeah.
You wear that wig like nobody else.
Right? We were talking about this backstage.
You were really funny.
I was like, how is your wig better than all of Nicole Kidman's? Like...
And I was like, she's a natural blonde, by the way.
Yeah.
It's like a hard one to pull off.
And it's so good.
It's actually a good wig. And I never thought in a million years that...
It reads really well. Yeah. No.
I was like, I channeled my inner blonde.
Well, this whole episode, there's so much action in this one. But he also so I was asking backstage about the dog. And it was...
Yeah, so I don't know if you ever, some of you might be old enough to remember, there was a show called Mummenschanz, which was basically, men in.
Oh my God, it was the weirdest theater group. Like,
Yeah, you're in like a body leotard, and they're like.
yeah. And they had like
Mummenschanz.
rolls of like toilet paper on the face. And,
Right, so
yeah.
Mummenschanz,
This was a TV show?
No, it was a theater
was a
group.
theater thing.
Oh, like the Blue Man Group?
kind of like that, yes, very similar.
Yeah.
But like in the 70s.
But nightmarish.
Yeah, you had to be tripping your balls off on mushrooms,
Yeah.
basically. So it was the 70s. You weren't alive yet. So but the thing is, the dog on stage, that crazy killer attack dog, come on, that was a guy in a
Give him a
leotard.
stage.
Yeah, it was a guy in a leotard.
Oh, crap. I remember that.
I mean, it's a good thing I'm around,
Right?
right?
Thank you. I mean,
Well, while he
brings
was
me back to life.
While he was filming that sequence, you were filming the fight sequence with Martine, which was a long time coming.
Yes.
Also very tricky considering the space you had to pull that choreography off.
But it was such a fun fight sequence.
How many times did you guys bang
funny
into
enough,
those servers?
Do you remember there was because you guys just saw it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's this bit middle of the fight where the jacket comes off, right? Okay, so we were doing that for hours, and at one point that jacket had to come off, and Nassima, who plays Martine, she was really into it, and I was really into it, and we were, doing all sorts of things to keep the body warm right before you shoot. She pulled that jacket, and the jacket didn't come off. And my shoulder almost came off with the jacket. Oh. And it was one of those moments when you hear like a, and I was like, oh! And she was, oh my God! The entire character like broke into a million pieces. And then you just saw poor Nassima, who's the nicest person. She goes, are you okay? And I was like, silent, right? Because I was like, I'm an actor, so I have to get into it. I was like, holding the pain so I could get maybe 5 minutes off. And then I got a massage. So it was great.
Because I was gonna say, because you didn't have Henry around to like
There
knock.
was a payoff.
Like, because when Henry knocked your knee back into place.
Oh,
Yeah.
He didn't get a massage for that.
No.
Simple.
Yeah,
I know that massage ending wasn't where I thought the story was going.
Well, yeah.
Well, now you know you can play that
Different
card.
convention, totally different convention.
All right.
How did this fight sequence compare to your the fight sequence you had with his married girlfriend's husband in the Speedo? Because that was
Now
a
I
whole
understand.
lot.
You're talking about
Yeah.
Married
German man.
Yes.
husband and-
Oh, yes. That was, first of all, I think at 4 o'clock in the morning we shot that. So by the time we got to that, wait, didn't we go down the hallway and didn't he throw something?
Yeah,
that
and it
actually
hit me.
hit you? And I think it made it.
I think it's in the
cut.
picture, yeah.
Yeah, it's such a good moment.
Yeah, it bounced off the wall, whatever, it was like a frying pan or something.
And I think I was running. You were running behind me. I
was
heard,
protecting you,
You
yes.
were, of course, protecting me. But then I heard like a, yeah. Who was that? Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
There's an alpha right there. But yeah, I can't go further after that because that was so
yeah.
good.
I think I threw a bike at him, but
Yeah.
we had such an incredible time shooting in that house and with those incredible actors. And the whole experience, which I don't know, once it's all cut together and everything, it's just actors acting. But so it's hard to tell maybe if people are having fun and appreciating each other.
But what you guys don't know, and this is the fun part, is that so we had these lovely actors, and they were trying to make sense of their relationship, right? So it was the mirror of sort of like our relationship and their relationship, and these two relationships living, together in conflict at this house, and they were trying to make sense of that scene and he wouldn't let it go. He was like, no, we need to do this and we need to do this. And it's so cool for us as actors to have guest actors that come in with a point of view, defending certain things and making sure that things are grounded and that things make sense and that they track emotionally. It was such a treat to watch. And Michael and I remember we clocked each other and we were like, oh,
Nice, right? Well, how different
yeah.
has it been? Because a lot of you're filming in Budapest, you're getting a lot of international guest stars. How has that been? Because their approach to working in TV and shows like this is probably very different, right?
I mean, actors are actors. I feel like most of them are a part of a tribe. We got really lucky. We got to work with some remarkable people. They were coming in, they were excited. Many of them had actually seen the mothership, so they knew a little bit of the background of these characters. And they were excited to just be a part of it, like the continuation part of it.
Right.
And
Yeah, I mean,
very well trained.
It's
a lot
very
of them
exciting to
from the
be
theater.
be part of the legacy. Like that's a big deal. It's like the
think we go around
NCIS world
thinking
is
about it.
so big, and like it's almost like probably a rite of passage for actors at this point.
Oh,
like you're
God.
you're either suspected of something on Law and Order, or you're suspected of something on NCIS.
Right.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
The tough thing is when you're trying to look for actors for the spin-off that have
not been on the show,
never
right.
been on the mothership.
Because you fans, they'll be like, oh no, they were in that military episode, and
which is why they went to Europe.
right, exactly.
Like, get another continent.
So let's talk about how it's a shorter season than you're used to.
Yeah.
But you're getting to do so much more emotional work. Both of these characters you guys have dig deeper into these characters this season than you probably would have gotten to on the mothership.
Wait, what?
You've gotten to dig deeper into these characters more in this show than you would have on the mothership, because there are more characters to service, all that. Sure. But like the fact that the emotional arcs that both your characters are taking is also it's concerning to fans, because we're like, what happened? Why are they not married yet? And also,
Come on, it doesn't happen that easy.
And to get to see you guys really vulnerable.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing we wanted to do.
Yeah, that was the big discussion, was how hard it is for Ziva David to be Ziva David. And without...
What do you mean by that?
Well, because you come from so much trauma. There's so much pain in your background, and like a haunting kind of pain.
Right.
And it's a lot of it is not on the surface, but it's like kind of obvious that she's a ninja assassin, killer, badass. And so that would come with its own world of hurt and pain. And I think that the flip side was Donoso looked like he just kind of was skipping through tra-la-la through a field of posies. But it turns out he's got his own world of not looking at stuff. So we did that.
We did. We tried getting into the avoidance part of it.
Yes.
What are you avoiding?
What are you avoiding?
Well, we are going to take a look at maybe something they have been avoiding, because we have an exclusive clip from next week's episode. Because we're finally going to get to see what happened on their wedding day. So let's roll that. All right, okay.
I was watching that going, God, he's cute.
Oh, that's real nice of you.
No, not physically, like cute, like spiritually.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Like emotionally, you're very cute. It landed.
You got to make the noise when you do the wink. It sells
Yeah,
it.
it's got to be there, the sound effect, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about, in addition to this backstory that we're getting, the forward-moving story of this new team, which a new family is starting, basically. I love Boris. I love Boris so much. And Claudette is, her sequence in this episode that they just aired with her frenemy, one of my favorite scenes of the season.
yeah,
How has it been for you guys forming these new partnerships? Because you did leave a big group behind.
We met them, we liked them, and then we loved them. Because little by little, you start seeing this very organic thing grow. You never push it as an actor. You kind of go, well, you have to embrace what you have. And of course, you've got talent, and you've got beauty, and you've got all these wonderful things, right, that you're working with. But then, little by little, you start having moments that make you laugh, and then before you know it, you become a little bit of a family, and there's this complicity, and it's It's this really beautiful thing that just very naturally and organically happens. But, you know, to be fair, it's kind of what Michael and I always talked about too. So I think there was this willingness to create something special with a group of people that would come in that we knew was special. Right. We were a part of the casting. You know, we knew that they had something that we wanted in our show. And we knew that maybe those energies could go and grow together and something maybe magical could happen. We just couldn't guarantee it.
Right.
But now we can
Is there,
say it was magical.
Is there like a Weatherly test to see like, can they hang with him?
You'd be surprised because he's a very interesting person.
Yeah.
He can have moments where he can go radio silent. You'd never know it, but they do exist. It's true.
Okay. I think he's gone radio silent. All right, so I so appreciate the callbacks to the mothership and the mentions of certain characters, and I love all this, but I do really enjoy how we're forming this family. And as we head into the finale, you know, especially with a show like this, where you do have that freedom, especially because you guys are calling the shots, to really take some big swings. What can you tell us? What should we expect from the finale?
Oh boy. Well, so Dennis Smith, who has directed, I believe, more episodes of the original NCIS and NCIS LA than any other director, and we immediately started having fun together when we were working, and then when Cody came onto the show, you know, Dennis is just so many magical people like Jimmy Whitmore and Terrence O'Hara and great, Arvin. I mean, there's just so many incredible directors.
Dennis really was family
I think
in
that
many ways.
you will feel some of the original recipe more because Dennis is directing it, and so that look for that. I mean, tell me I'm wrong. I don't know, but that's what it seemed like. To me, it felt like, but he loved that we went deeper than we ever went before and went into new areas. I was going to say about that too, is that we used to explore the subtext because a lot of what we were talking about was we were boxing clever, so to speak. Everything was kind of, we would never go right at it. And I mean, she would walk into the men's room to have a conversation with me, which would always be a little unusual for the other people in the men's room who were like, oh, ninja Mossad assassin is in, I'm out of here. So we, on this show, move into the areas that we, I think, only hinted at before. And it really, for all the reasons, it was the greatest trip.
Yeah.
It's almost like you guys have been waiting to play this for as long as we've been waiting to see it played. You know, which is...
You know, it's funny because, oh God, I'm going to say it. Michael and I had a little dinner at some point, and I think it was this year, and we finally had a chat about what that first season was for us. And I said, well, what was it like for you to do this? And we both sort of simultaneously said, it was very healing. Because we never got a chance to really play out most of the things that we thought we could on such a long run. And so because of the fans and because of this energetic, you know, want to do this, all of that could be explored. And in many ways, it was really great to do this with you. With you.
All right. I'm going to end on that one because that was just beautiful. So thank you all so much for being here, you guys. And I want to remind everyone that there are only 2 more episodes left. The Can't Miss season finale, Tony and Ziva, will drop on October 23rd, so that's 2 more weeks. And for all of you diehard NCIS fans, we have some good news. Now, this is where the housekeeping comes in. The new seasons of NCIS, NCIS Origins, and NCIS Sydney will all premiere on Tuesday, October 14th on CBS. To get everyone excited, we're going to close the panel with the action-packed trailer for NCIS Tuesdays. So enjoy that, and make sure you guys tune in, and let's give it up for Tiva.